Doma Sports Talk Worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, hey, the man running boxing now. Jake Paul running boxing, y'all. Hey, listen, boxing about done. And hey, we ain't got nobody to blame but the fans themselves. And it done turned into, fans of certain boxers instead of the game, the competition, you know. All this arguing about the best fighting the best, and people are always going against the best fighting the best. Now we got this. Now this fight, Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, done made more money than all them other fights together. 60 million people tuned in for the fight. That's the Mike Tyson factor, whatever. But the thing is about the Jake Paul, he's been fighting 6 years, but now boxers, everybody, smaller guys like Gervonta Davis up to bigger guys that's undefeated, knockout guys like Artur Beterbiev, heavyweight Shannon Briggs. He's old enough, right, to fight him. Everybody. But the one that irks me the most is Canelo Alvarez. People stop with the Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul stuff. He got enough Jake Pauls on his resume. Not bad as Jake Paul. I'm exaggerating here, but what I'm trying to say with this is Canelo has been entertaining the Jake Paul thing too long for somebody to be one of the best in the game. Artur Beterbiev, you too. You guys are still up there in the rankings of pound for pound, and with people exalting y'all. The difference is Artur Beterbiev is trying to fight the hardest guys. Canelo hasn't. He's never wanted to fight the hardest guys. And I know people are, Canelo fans or whatever you want to call them would say, well, he fought Golovkin. Yeah, Golovkin was one of the best in his division at the time, but Canelo did not want to do that at all. He was dragged and kicked to those fights. He threw away the damn WBC belt. That's why the WBC behaves now and doesn't force him to do anything, because Canelo didn't want any affiliation after they told him he's mandated to fight Golovkin. Canelo just said no. And we know all the Demetrius Andrades for Undisputed, and all three of those guys in the 154-pound division, both Charlo brothers and Demetrius Andrade. We know that the guys his size and good in David Morrell and David Benavidez, he ain't trying to fight. We know that the small 175-pounder Bivol, who beat the hell out of him, he don't want to try to fight him to revenge or get revenge on that. So anybody that's hard ain't getting no fight with Canelo. Right, you're not gonna bust through the door with Canelo. Canelo's gonna pick somebody, and and here's the deal. I used to think it was Oscar De La Hoya, but it wasn't. It's Canelo. You guys say he can fight who he wants to. These fighters he's been choosing is what he's been wanting. All these good ones that we know are good, don't patronize me or anybody else acting like Demetrius Andrade is not good. Jamel Charlo back in the day, Dimitri Bivol, David Benavidez, and David Morrell, all are exceptional fighters with a whole lot to offer. Would have brought big fights. The Charlos in Texas, Demetrius Andrade for Undisputed for $40 million. Dimitri Bivol, because I beat you already, and everybody know how good Dimitri Bivol is right now. David Benavidez, astronomically awesome. And David Morrell, everybody knows he's the baddest one out there anyway. If Canelo just signed the contract with that, would give Canelo some love on that, right? But he's just looking past all of these guys. So Canelo, don't be giving Canelo an out by giving him the Jake Paul option, because he'll take it. He'll take it, and we ain't got time. And let's get the hell out of here, give up the belts, and then fight Jake Paul. But Canelo was talking about Jake Paul before this Tyson fight. So you don't stop with the Canelo versus Jake Paul stuff, or we'll mess around and get it. If we want boxing to be boxing, y'all better stop just asking boxers to fight this dude. If Jake Paul want to fight somebody, what about Deontay Wilder? He's old, out, finished, and ain't been fighting that long neither. I bet you nobody want to see that one. That's when you know they real about it. So let Jake Paul do what he gonna do, right? Let's stay with the real fights. Hell no to Canelo versus Jake Paul, or boxers, period, right? Until Jake Paul get his stuff together. All right. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And we up out of here, y'all.